Hello, friends. And also, hello, enemies. This is Weekly Allowance, the universe's only YouTube channel, and we've gotten our hands on something very special. Well, special to me, because I didn't think I'd be able to get this. As you may or may not know, I am a huge fan of Creative Beast Studio, and this is a con exclusive. So they started teasing this thing a while back, just basically showing just this little chunk of illustration. Couldn't really tell what it was, except that it was blue and it was some kind of dinosaur-type creature. Theories going around that it would be Allosaurus, which it is, Carnotaurus, or even a Spinosaurus, which so far they don't have a Spinosaurus, so I figured it wouldn't be that. But all I knew from the preview was that it was blue, it was some kind of dinosaur, it was vaguely Godzilla themed, and that I wanted it because I love dinosaurs and I love blue things. And then they debuted it, and yeah, I wanted it. I mean, it's basically just their Allosaurus figure cast in glow-in-the-dark blue. Very minimal paint, just a little bit of white, I think. There's not much more than that. We'll see when we open it up. So this was made for G-Con, which is a Godzilla convention. As you can see, there were only 500 made, and they said after the convention there would be a few that they would put on the website. I got some money for my birthday and figured this was what I wanted to spend it on. So I pretty much stalked the website, and I think I saw the moment they put it up for order, and I cannot tell you how fast I clicked that button. So yeah, big fan of Creative Beast. Super glad I was able to get my hands on this exclusive. So let's start out with the box just real quick, especially the package art. It is beautiful, just the way the blue of the Allosaurus is silhouetted against that nuclear red in the background, everything on fire, the blue radiation coming out of its mouth and eyes. They had this available as like on shirts and magnets and stickers too, and it was a real struggle not to get a shirt of this because it is awesome. Now on the side we have a little blurb about Creative Beast Studio celebrating their 10th anniversary making scientifically accurate dino toys. Man, time flies. On the back we have a little story about the Allosaurus. It was hit by a radioactive meteor or something. Credits on the bottom. There's the top. And again, I like this like claw mark showing the window. It's already got my grubby little fingerprints all over it. I don't usually keep the packaging for this stuff. For this one, I am going to keep the packaging because it is limited edition and that art is really beautiful. So for something special like this, I do tend to want to keep the box. So we're going to be gentle. Ooh. And that illustration from the package art is in the back there, so you could slip that out and use that as a nice backdrop. Like many other Creative Beast offerings, like all others, I think they all come with a card. This comes with a card. So they're coming out with a card game, or they've already come out with it. I haven't been keeping up very closely with that because I'm not really into cards, but it's a cool idea. Yeah, most of their figures come with a card that can be played in that game. I think this one is just a fun collectible card. Doesn't really have anything to do with that game. And I think that's a good idea because this is exclusive, it's limited, and you don't want people missing out on certain cards. You know, that wouldn't be super fair if they want to play the game and get all the cards and like they can't get this because it was so limited. So I think that is fine. It also comes with this little mini poster. Very cool. It's like old Godzilla movie style poster. It looks really neat, but I would really prefer just having the box art without the filter on it. And this looks super rad. Get it? Rad? But this is it's just beautiful. So, but I'm glad we got this. This is neat. I'm not going to complain about that. I shouldn't complain at all because there were a lot of people upset that they didn't get this. But for those who are upset, fear not. There's going to be another round of these posted. They said initially it would be in August. It's August now. And I watched the recent live stream they did, and I think they're pushing it back to next month. But there will be another small round of these, so you can try and get it again. I think it was on the website for a very short amount of time before it sold out the first round. But hope is not lost. Holding the razor blade the wrong way. This is how I get hurt. I also saw people, not many people, like only maybe 1 or 2 listings, people already selling this on like eBay for like $500. Don't do that, guys. Come on. I mean, it's one thing if you buy a figure because you want it, you keep it for a while, and then whatever circumstances happen, and you either don't want it anymore or you just have to sell it because you need money. And then you post it for sale based on the current like market price. That's one thing. That's fine. But just buying something, then immediately turning it around for 4 times the profit, That's not cool. Comes a little stand. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit. This is just a more like kind of casual review. This is a birthday present to me, and so I'm going to enjoy myself while I do this. I'm not going to make it too hardcore. I'm not going to be a stickler about stuff. This one's mouth is a little bit misaligned. I hope that's not permanent. We'll see. All right, so we've got our Allosaurus out of the package looking as blue and beautiful as I had hoped. Create a Beast, usually known for the very intense, very involved dinosaur color schemes. This one is not so. It is just pure glow-in-the-dark cast plastic. A little bit of bluish white up at the top here, just a stripe and then some dry brushing on the crest, and then the mouth is white on the inside, just to simulate that that glowing effect. But yeah, everything else, just blue, translucent. And some people will be really into that, and some people won't. Some people really just prefer a realistic looking dinosaur rather than what is admittedly a gimmick, but it's cool looking gimmick. But yeah, I just love blue, and I love dinosaurs, so I really wanted this. If it had been a different color, then maybe I wouldn't have wanted it as much. But it being what it is. Another reason why I wanted this is because I don't have an Allosaurus from them already. And I kept hearing about how their Allosaurus figures were the best articulation-wise, and I kept meaning to pick one up, and before I knew it, they were all sold out. Like, I really wanted the, this is a 1/35th version, really wanted the 1/35th of the Allosaurus fragilis, the green one they made. And yeah, by the time I was actually going to order it, it was gone. So I definitely wanted some sort of Allosaurus just so I could see how good it was, because people have said that this one is really nice as far as articulation goes. Again, I skew more toward 1/35th size just because they're less pricey and you don't have to find somewhere to put them. I love the bigger ones, don't get me wrong. I would get all of them if I could, but these little pocket-sized guys are nice too, especially this one. And I heated it up so it should be nice and malleable. And I know that with their normal figures, it's normally not like this, but what paint there is on this is kind of messy. Some of the paint from the claw got onto the toe here, and then on this alternate head, which I will cover in a moment. Not only could I not get the jaw to right itself, but some of the bluish white paint on the crest got kind of all over, all over the interior here near the eye. So I guess I'll contact them about that, about maybe getting a replacement head, but I'm not, I'm not confident that I'll be able to get one, but we'll go more over this in a moment. So since we have not looked at an Allosaurus before, let's go over this one. A little bit harder to see all the nice details in something that's basically one color and translucent. You really need paint to bring those out, but I mean, what I can see of them is really nice. Again, fine detail that Create a Beast is known for, like these wrinkles right here. And I can't tell if this is my lights or if it's paint on the figure itself, but it's almost got like a purple iridescent sheen, like especially on the face and down kind of the midline of the body. Yeah, I don't think that's my lights. I think that's actual paint, but I hadn't seen it until now, or maybe I was just ignoring it because I thought it was my lights. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's paint. So that is awesome. Adds another layer of beauty. You got those white eyes. White like a doll's eyes. I know that's not how the quote goes. Also, I don't know if the normal Allosaurus sculpt has a mouth like this with this hole in it. It's almost like you could plug an effect in there. I'm sure Godzilla people have a lot of effects they can use. All right, so let's go over articulation, since everyone talks about how nicely this is articulated. I'm going to try really hard not to mess anything up because this figure is highly sought after. I don't think I could get a replacement if I broke something. So the head is just on what seems to be a dumbbell joint. You see in there? So you can get some wide range of movement, but you have to make sure that this collar piece is covering it. And if the head is too far up, it doesn't quite do the job. It looks down a little bit. Ooh, you get some nice side. Ooh, nice, very nice side. And there, that piece covers the gap pretty well. And then you can twist the neck even further for more side action. Twist the neck. Of course, you can twist the head. You twist the centerpiece, yeah, you could do that too. Unnatural, but there's nothing about this particular creature that is natural. This is an irradiated dinosaur. I like how they did the arm here. Just a big, like the whole arm is the joint. But yeah, so far the articulation on this one in particular is markedly different than the other ones that I have messed with so far. I mean, maybe not markedly different, but there's definitely some things they did differently that allows for a wider range of movement. For instance, I recently looked at the Carnotaurus and the updated Uranus, and neither of them get this level of articulation. I wonder why, because I think that would be manageable. Whoa, look at that twist. Yeah, so far this is crazy. Leg splay. Earlier I splayed the legs a little bit and one popped out, so I don't want to do that again. Not as much leg splay as the Uranus, but still good. You're doing your best, aren't you, buddy? What am I going to name this creature? Swivel on the leg. Gotta have a cool name. Bluey. Leg articulation seems the same as the other theropod type figures. Just like with the updated Uranus, you got that big joint down at the toes. Then a very familiar dumbbell, probably, at the base of the tail. Ooh, nice movement there. And this is where the tail's separated to fit in the package. You plug that in. And if you move it too much, it might pop out, but I'm staying within the range and it's still getting a lot of movement. And then, of course, it's wired. You can clearly see that. So yeah, I am very impressed by the articulation on this. It makes me wish I'd picked up the normal Allosaurus. Maybe it'll come back in stock one day. That would be nice, because I really wanted the green one, the Fragilis. Speaking of, this comes with 2 different heads. So the one that's attached is Allosaurus Fragilis, and it comes with an alternate head. This is Allosaurus jamatsoni. So you can replace the head. Make it whatever species you prefer. I prefer Fragilis. In addition, you also get some alternate feet. As usual, comes with running feet and walking feet. It also comes with these new stands they've been making. These special theropod stands with 2 different kinds of attachments. So this one hasn't really needed a stand so far, mainly because its front limbs are so long and sturdy that it can kind of rest on them. But you don't really want that to be a long-term solution because you might bend a claw. I'm sure it can stand up on its own without using those. I just haven't really tried to position it that way. So you've got the stand and easily hold it up. In addition, it comes with this little foam pad so you can put some traction on there. So let's recreate that box art. And I think it's charged enough where I can show off the glow-in-the-dark feature. I mean, I've had these lights glaring down on it. So let's see. Gotta turn these puppies off too. Off, puppy. Whoa. Yeah, very cool. You can see the glow is more intense in some places than others, especially intense in the legs and the forearms here. Unfortunately, not as prominent on the interior of the mouth or the eye, which would make a lot of sense because that's ostensibly where the quote-unquote radiation would be the strongest, leading into the interior of the animal. But I mean, this is just a fun, one-off exclusive. We're not really looking for biochemistry lore accurate glow technology. So here's a black light, and it looks even cooler under black light. So yeah, it needs a fair bit of charging to glow, but once you get that going, it really goes. So yeah, it's a fun figure, not going to be everyone's cup of tea, which is completely understandable. It's going to be super some people's cup of tea, and they're not going to be able to get it, and they're going to be upset about that, which is also very understandable. But if you're not into the glow-in-the-dark gimmick, if you're not into the blue, then it's not necessary. Don't worry about it. I'm not sure if they're going to re-release Allosaurus. I think they're going to. If you can get your hands on one then, or get your hands on one now, or already have your hands on one, I think the normal Allosaurus is going to be just fine. The articulation on this thing is amazing. It's a beautiful sculpt. An awesome rendition of the animal. So yeah, people were not exaggerating when they said that the articulation on this one is the best in the series. And I'm glad to have an Allosaurus finally. And if they re-release the older ones or come out with a new one, I'm probably gonna have to get it because I really like this. And I would like a more naturalistic one. I mean, even if they re-release the 1/18 scale, I might get that, even though I tend to not get the larger ones. So yeah, just a fun con exclusive review. I don't normally get to review con exclusive figures because I don't go to many cons. When I go, it's typically as a vendor, and obviously I don't have a reason to vend at G-Con. I don't do much Godzilla type artwork. Oh, and for size comparison, Wasteland Neil. So yeah, not a large figure, but a very fun figure. Yep, so that's going to be it for us today. Like I said, if you are on the lookout for this figure, I don't think they're releasing it this month. I think they might be doing it next month. At least that's what they insinuated in their live stream. Just keep an ear to the ground, and your chance to get one will come up. So as always, likes and subscribes are very much appreciated. Comments are more than welcome, and I'll see you guys on the next one.